Hello there guys, it's Math Dominus, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Godzilla vs. Kong Playmates Toys Skullcrawler with HEAV. HEAV, H-E-A-V, I don't know how you pronounce it, but whatever. It doesn't matter because we're going to be reviewing the Skullcrawler, and this is actually the very first, articulated actual toy Skullcrawler. We did get a Skullcrawler back then in 2017. We had a Leonard company that made a Skullcrawler toy, but it wasn't articulate, and the jaw was the only thing you could move, and yeah, basically the Skullcrawler figure was basically the only thing we had, and it wasn't that good. But now we finally got something that actually looks good. So we're gonna be taking a look at this and see what is in store for us and if it's worth getting. But first, let's cut him open now, shall we? Let's see, that is your weak point without damaging figure. There we go. There we go. Yes. There we go. There we go. He is out of... Oh! It appears that he is stuck right there. See that? You guys gotta go in and in. There we go. Come on. There we go. He is free, but not his tail or the accessories he comes with. So let's get those opened as well. Let's see. It appears that the source of tape is here. There we go. We gotta cut them all. Cut them all. There we go. That's his back. And here is the HEAV. I thought it was gonna be smaller, but it's actually kind of big. Okay, let's go. Now let's get the detail. How do I get the tail? Let's see. Okay, the detail. There we go. The tail has been freed. So let's take a look at this box, shall we? So it says Skullcrawler and then Godzilla vs. Kong logo, and Skullcrawler with HEAV. Look at him. He looks so lovely. Very lovely. There is Kong the Warbat, which still hasn't come out yet. Godzilla with Heat Ray, I have him. Godzilla with Radio Tower, I don't have him. But Kong with Battle Axe, yes, I do have him. And a Kong with Fighter Jet. That still hasn't come out yet. But honestly, who want that when you already got the Battle Axe Kong, which is infinitely better? So, let's get into review this, shall we? So here he is in all his glory. Now, before we take a look at the Skullcrawler, I just want to take a look at the accessory he comes with. And that's this little ship called HEAV, or HEAV. And now, it's supposed to be a futuristic machine that Monarch uses to explore the Hollow Earth. And I say, it looks pretty good. Until you realize that it's hollow. Yeah, this thing is not solid, but it still looks pretty nice as long as you're not displaying it from the bottom, which... I don't know, why would you display it on the bottom? It makes no sense. But anyway, so yeah, that was the HEAV, and now on to the Skullcrawler itself. Now, the Skullcrawler, in terms of sculpt, looks exactly like Ramrak from Kong Skull Island. From the head to the tail, he looks extremely good. All the detail and the paint, well, in terms of paint, he's got a red streak going on his back. I don't know why they have that on there. I mean, it's never happened in the movies. Maybe it's a plot point in Godzilla vs. Kong, who knows? But yeah, he's got a pretty good red spine back. It looks very nice. And then there's the head. If you take a look at the head, it's got grayish paint on it to represent the fact that it kind of looks like his skull is sticking out. And it looks really nice. I actually like the paint. Now, I do have a little bit of paint chipping there, but otherwise it looks really, really nice. It makes me think that maybe Playmates might actually know what they're doing. Then again, sometimes I think I don't know what they're doing. But anyways, besides the looks, there's also articulation. So the arms can rotate all the way. They can also move up and down. And if you turn it like this, side to side like this, you can also move here with this swivel. Just kidding, I watched too much Jobby. But yeah, it can rotate all the way, and it can bend like so. Unfortunately, the hand does not move, which is a bit of a shame, but then again, most skull crawlers are positioned like this, so it makes sense. Same for the other arm. I watch too much Jobby the Hong, don't I? And you can also open and close the jaw. You can open it all the way like that, but I really don't recommend it because it's ugly. It's freaking disturbing. So yeah, keep it, less disturbing, if you please. And there's also the tail, which is on a ball joint, and like most Playmate figures, the ball joint is very easy to put on. And this is probably the easiest figure to put on the ball joint tail because, well, it only took me like a second. I know the Destroyer figure was pretty fast, but it was like a few seconds. But this is like instantaneously, I just put it on. But keep in mind, it does tend to pop off if you're a little rough with it, because, and I thought this would be like a bendy wire, but it's not a bendy wire, it's, stationary like that, so, yeah. There's also this. This is the gimmick for these figures, that's battle damage. Although the battle damage doesn't really look that good. I mean, yeah, it's a spine and rib cage, but it's all painted red, it's not really interesting to look at, so I prefer to keep it with its skin on, like most creatures. So yeah, in terms of articulation, sculpt, and playability, this guy is pretty good. Now, let's compare him to the only other Skullcrawler toy, and that is the Leonard figure from 2017. Now, as you can see, this one actually looks like it's from the movie, while this guy over here, well, it's obvious that it's a Skullcrawler, but the tail is too small. The arms are, well, they kind of look like the movie, but they're too long. Not to mention his body is way too small, and the head, well, the head looks like a Skullcrawler, but it's too slim, and just overall, this is the more accurate looking Skullcrawler, while this guy is just, well, it looks like a Skullcrawler, so I guess it's okay. Also, this guy has, like, no articulation. He's like a pure statue, except for the mouth. Also, unlike this Skullcrawler, where there's a little bit of paint chipping, this guy's painting is, if the camera can zoom in, is just, oh, look at that. Those are not lips, by the way. That used to be completely white, but then it started to fall apart, so, yeah. Obviously, not really a good figure. I mean, I guess if you bought it for like $1, maybe it's worth it, but I don't know, it's even a waste of $1. It's just, get out of here, just, ugh. This is the superior Skullcrawler figure. I highly recommend this for anybody who's a big fan of the design of these creatures, or if you have a child who just likes lizards, because this guy is, he's a pretty good. Now, for size comparisons, we have the Playmates Kong, Playmates Heat Ray Godzilla, Gamera, the Guardian of the Universe, and Master Chief. Overall, I really like this figure. As a Skullcrawler toy, this is perfect. I couldn't ask for any more, and if NECA is not gonna make any more Godzilla figures, then I hope Playmates will follow the example of this beautiful guy, and make more figures just like him. Sure, they may not be as detailed as NECA, but we still gotta get something good, right? So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.